Hello, I must be a glutton for punishment because I'm ready to try again. What can I say? I'm not a quitter. See if anybody's on and maybe we can get this thing started. After fighting with it for how many hours? I've lost count. All I know is I'm extremely frustrated with my computer and I'm hoping that I have fixed the problem. Hello, I can see I've got somebody in here. Can you hear me? Wanted to talk about crochet tonight and just hang out, but tonight's not been going well for me, so I don't know if I have fixed my sound or not. I don't know. I don't know if it's working. I'm assuming it's working. I've got 3 green lights, so fingers crossed it's working. Please, somebody. I don't know if it's working. Somebody could tell me. I would greatly appreciate it. I don't know if it's working or not. I'm hoping it is. So somebody could please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Please, somebody come on here and let me know if my sound is working. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. If I'm brave, I think it's extremely stupid. I don't know. We'll see. Hello. I must be a glutton for punishment because I'm going to try again. Well, it sounds like I fixed it from what my phone showed me, so if you could, please tell me if you can hear me. I can hear it on my phone, but you know how it is. One device says one thing, and what other people see and hear is something different. So please, if you can help me, I'd appreciate it. I don't know. We'll see. If anybody wants to get on and chat. And I have lost my project. Thought I just had it, but apparently not, because now I can't find it. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Not something new, I guess. Oh, found it. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right. Now, I'm going to put my eyes on and hopefully I have fixed my sound. If somebody could let me know, I would be very, very appreciative. But until I have some company, I'm going to sit and I'm going to crochet and I'm going to work on this. So we'll see. Hello, can you hear me? Please say you can, because I've been fighting with this thing for hours. Let's see. Yes! Thank you. I have been fighting with my computer all evening. That's a relief to know I finally fixed my sound. So, oh goodness. So, what are you working on? I know your name. Hold on. I've got it wrote down. Thought I had my book over here, but I seem to have lost everything. Because you're a moderator. You know, D. Thompson. Let's see. Usually it. Yes, Tony. I'm sorry. I've got it wrote down in my book for shout outs, but I don't have it with me apparently. So, but the blue wrench makes you a moderator, which means if you see trolls, you can block them or put them in timeout. It keeps moderators keep our channels safe and free from people that don't have good intentions. People who are just, I guess, up to no good. So, oh goodness. It's been a long night. I've been fighting my computer for hours because I've tried to stream several times and no luck with my sound. It's been acting all crazy. So, yes. I've seen in several other groups that people post, what is it? Wrench power and, oh, I can't remember what else. Yeah, it's everybody that's a moderator, they have the power to block a person from the live chat if they've got, I don't want to say, non-desirable intentions, I guess. So, I'm sorry. I think, yep, I do. I had something on my glasses. There we go. Oh, Lord. So, all better now. Now that I can finally do my live. So how's your day been? It's been a stressful one. I haven't really got to relax on my days off from work, so just the normal day-to-day stuff, cooking dinner, taking care of youngins, and trying to squeeze in some crochet time. So go back to work tomorrow. So I've been fighting this whole time, trying to get the sound issues on my computer fixed so I could actually do my live stream because I wanted to do one earlier. But apparently my computer had other plans. What I'm working on now, this is the first bit today, or yeah, all day that I've been able to crochet. So figured I'd work on my five-sided virus tablecloth that I'm trying to make. Get my yarn out of here, or my thread out of here because it's not wanting to pull out of the bag. See if I can get things to work like they're supposed to. So hopefully it'll be a better night. Oh, I haven't done any of Crystal's scarves or anything like that. I've done some of her face scrubbies and a couple of her hats. I like Crystal's tutorial. She does really well. I can read patterns, but sometimes I struggle, and I like having a tutorial. It makes it a lot easier for me group up a project. Yeah, it was really nice of her to do what she did earlier when she picked the second winner for the giveaway. I wasn't expecting that at all. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, I'm counting. I don't want to have to rip everything out. I ripped out uh, 5 or 6 rows out of the blanket I was working on last night for my husband, and the main color is black. So it's been a pretty frustrating couple of days for me for crocheting. It's just things not going the way they're supposed to. But I'm not a quitter. So trial and error, keep getting it, trying to get it to work, and do what I want it to do, and I'm still in there. Spider and Mikey. Yep. I follow all of them. Mikey's from the crochet crowd, isn't he? I can't remember, but I think he is. I've seen some of his stuff. Mistakes that I make is I'll sit on YouTube because I crochet at my computer desk most of the time, and I will sit and watch YouTube and not crochet. When I sit down, I intend on crocheting, but I end up watching the computer instead. So it's like you can't win for losing. You want to watch and see what they're doing, but you got your own projects that you've already got that you're already working on. So it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. So dang it, my threads won't be twist. Every time I let off the tension, it starts twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How long have you been knitting, Tony? Okay, I gotta fix this. This is driving me crazy. Oh, cool. The tutorials do make it a lot easier with following a pattern. A lot of the times when I watch the tutorial, I will have already went and bought the written pattern, and as they're doing the rows, I'll be reading the pattern so I understand what they're saying. And keep practicing, don't give up. It takes time. I've been crocheting since I was 10, so it's been about 20 years for me with the crocheting. The knitting, um, I've tried it a few times, and I get frustrated and put it down. But I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to learn. I'm too stubborn to quit. So I will eventually learn to knit because I have an uncle that knits, and he makes beautiful things. And I don't know, it piques my interest. It's something other than crocheting. Excuse me. I already know how to tat a little bit. My mom is a tatter, so she transitioned over probably about 25 or 30 years ago from crocheting to tatting. Yes. Okay. Um, I can't remember the lady's name. There was a lady that said when you're learning to knit to try a stitch and make, I can't remember how many washcloths she said. And then to take, once you've made so many washcloths, to go ahead and do another stitch and make so many other washcloths. I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember her name, but that's going to drive me crazy. Yes, Carrie Penny, that's it. Carrie Penny's, she's awesome. From what I've seen, I've not had a lot of time to watch her videos, but I usually just listen, I don't watch. But yeah, Carrie Penny, she's very knowledgeable. She's actually one of the ones who made me want to kind of start knitting, other than my uncle. Of course, I don't spend time with my uncle, so I've never had anybody to actually teach me to knit. My mom and my grandmother actually taught me to crochet, so, but I'm sure I'll get it eventually. I'm hoping. Come on. It's not wanting to cooperate. Trying to get it to untwist. I won't. I give up. For now, I give up. I'm trying to get it to unwind like it's supposed to. All right. Sure. All right. I got that. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna count my stitches again. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I got my 10. Oh, they're moving. I didn't realize that they were moving. This one's a size 5. I've got other ones in size 10s. I've got 10s, 20s, 30s, and 40s. I can crochet with those sizes. My mom crochets with, or she taps with a smaller thread than that. She uses the 70s. Let's see. Yeah, because I had a box of size 70 thread, and she uses the size 80 and up to 100, I think. I know she used to get the size 110 and 120, but she can't find those no more. So all of her 10s, 20s, 30s, and 40s that she didn't use, she gave to me for Christmas. I don't know how true the color is on it. I tried to make some adjustments on my computer so it would show up better. To me, it's kind of looking white, but this is a very light pastel pink. My mom, whenever she's tatting, I actually talked to her today. She told me she's got an aunt light on her desk, and she's trained herself where she'll have that magnifier right in front of her, and she'll be tatting underneath it, looking through the lens on the magnifier to see what she does. Yeah, it's all one color. I know it's these lights above me. I've got a chandelier above me, and it's not giving a balanced look to the color. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, it's hard to tell. To me, it looks really, yeah, it looks cream, but it's actually just a pastel pink. I'm hoping to make this one to where it's either floor length or I run out of thread. I'm trying to use up all this paint because I've got a bunch of it. Of course, now my hands aren't wanting to work right. It's not one thing, it's another, all the time. But I'm not going to let it get me down for long. I'll work through it. Now it's just if you look on, well, I'm not even sure which company did it, but it's Cabela. It's DMC thread. The color number is 808, or no, 818. I can see it because it's on the inside of the label. But yeah, it's I don't know if this is backwards or not. Yeah, it's DMC size 5, and it's just one. It's one color. It's not two tone or anything like that. It's just one solid color. Uh, I don't know how many skeins it's going to take to make this. These balls are 50-gram balls of thread, and let's see, losing my stitches. Uh, so far, I think I'm on. This is like my third skein, but I think the other two were partials. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 balls right here, and then I've got more in a tote. I think my mom gave me about 10. Yeah, I do work tomorrow. I have to be in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I work 2 till 10:30, unless they tell us we're working overtime. Depending on if I'm tired or not tomorrow, I might actually do another live. I haven't decided yet because it's a lot of work. I have to. I'm actually in the kitchen right now, so I take and move my computer from the bedroom because my husband is playing the Xbox, and I bring my computer into here. That way, he can play his video game, and I can do my live chat, and it doesn't bother him, and it doesn't bother me. Let's see, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. I can't think if anybody has. Let's see. Where do you work at? If you don't mind me asking, I'm not meaning to be nosy. Or, uh, oh, cool, an optical lab. That's cool. It's a lot better job than what I've got. I work in a manufacturing facility, and usually we work 8s, and then usually the way they do us at the end of the night, they're like, oh, you got to stay over for 2 or 4 hours and get these numbers out, and it it takes its toll. I actually worked at one place, uh, and we pulled 10-hour shifts, and it killed me. I'd work 5 p.m. till 3:30 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and then sometimes I might pull Friday and Saturday as well. Nope, can't do that. Fixing to put another stitch in the same hole. Oh, what am I doing? I'm losing my mind. Apparently, I guess I'm still really stressed because I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. No, it's this hook's trying to give me problems. They keep wanting to roll, and my fingers aren't wanting to hold on to it anymore. Yeah. I don't usually worry about my job. My job's fairly easy, but it's very fast paced. Usually we have to get 300 parts out a night. So I'm in southern middle Tennessee. One, one, two, three. Um, have you ever heard of the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival in Manchester, Tennessee? Six, seven, 8. It's a big old music and arts festival that they have over in Coffee County, Tennessee, every year. It's the set usually the second or third week in June, somewhere around the 13th or 15th, and I live about 30 minutes away from there. Or, do you know where? Have you ever heard of Nashville, Tennessee? It's the heart of country music, I guess. That would be Nashville. All right, I'm an hour and a half south of Nashville. I try to avoid Nashville. I used to make the drive every 6 months. Drive I don't like making. No, the opposite direction. I'm closer. I'm about an hour from the Alabama Georgia line. I'm an hour north of the Alabama line. 7, 8, 10. Um, I would say more west because Chattanooga is east of us. Chattanooga, Tennessee is east of us. All right. I know what you mean. I work for the Japanese, unfortunately. So they're in the facility all the time, and they always work. I work on an assembly line, so they're always trying to see how we're doing, if we're doing our job right. So I just wish I could understand them that way. I'd know if they were insulting us. Let's see. I bet I can try this. I don't know if this will work or not, but all right, Nashville is 71 miles north of where I'm at right now. So I don't know if this works, but I'm going to try and show you. Well, if my phone will cooperate with me. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but just a little bit. All right. The blue dot down here is where I'm at in Nashville. The little blue dot is where I'm at down here. Oh, come on. I can get it to do it because it's got a glare. Yeah, there's Nashville up at the top. So those verifying the frame. I don't understand what that means, Tony. Oh. Uh-huh. I could handle hot and dry a lot better than I could hot and humid. Humid, it just feels like it's sitting on your chest, and it makes it hard to breathe. I think if I moved to a hot, dry climate, I'd do a lot better health-wise than I would here. The glue coming off of the letters. I got it fixed.
Okay. Love you.
I love you too, baby. Sorry, I drink straight out of the bottle because I'm the only one in the house that drinks Pepsi. My husband loves his Sun Drop, and the kids get Kool-Aid, so it's just me and my Pepsi. I think I got it to unwind. Hopefully, it's actually spinning. Frame match. This is right before making it. I drink water at work, And when I get home, I'll usually drink some water. But other than that, I drink Pepsi. Sometimes I'm in the mood for sweet tea, but that's not very often. Frames match the orders. Making okay, so you make sure everything is there to complete the order before you actually make it. Am I understanding that correctly? I gotta get me a new pair of glasses. Yeah, I actually had surgery about 2 years ago. I had to have my gallbladder taken out. Um, I'm pretty sure the Pepsi was the cause of it. That and some of my other health issues that I have. But I can't give up my Pepsi. That's one thing that I crave every day. I've got to have my Pepsi. Although I don't drink as much at work as I used to. I used to drink 3 Pepsis a day, and I wouldn't touch water. Now I usually limit myself to 2 Pepsis, but that's a whole 8 hour shift. I drink some when I first get to work, and then I drink a little bit more on first break, and in between while I'm actually on the line working, I have to drink water because we're not allowed to bring Pepsi inside. And for coffee, I do drink some coffee, but usually it's one, maybe 2 cups a day, but they're not full cups. Me and my husband share that. The graveyard shifts, I can't. If I didn't have kids, I could do it, but I wouldn't trade my kids for nothing. So I can't do. I can't work graveyard shift. I can do second and first, but I can't do third. Yeah, we're allowed to bring a resealable bottle. So usually I just buy a case of water, and I usually take 2 bottles of water in with me at the beginning of shift. And by lunchtime, those two are gone. So I'll bring 2 more bottles of water in. So I usually drink between 16-ounce bottles of water a day. I wish they let us have Gatorade because I've heard Gatorade is actually better for you than water. They told us we could bring Gatorade in the building, but we couldn't drink it on the line. So like, there's no point in doing that. If you can't do it right there on the line because you're not supposed to walk off the line because if you walk off the line, production stops. 1, 2. Six. That's good because we've got the water machines. The way they've changed it around now, we don't have the vending machines anymore in the break room. They do have an ice machine, but usually it's broke, and the faucet next to the ice machine doesn't work. So they've changed our break room around to where it looks like it's an open cafeteria, and you slide a card to pay, and you can get waters that way. Or if you bring your own cup, when you go past the restrooms at the water fountains, they've got a little top on them where you can just press the lever and it'll put your bottle underneath it and you can fill it up that way. It's real cold water. I don't use the cafeteria because I look at it this way. I don't want to I don't want to bring money in to spend at work, so I'd rather bring it from home, because it to me it's cheaper to take my lunch to work every day instead of eating in a cafeteria. Occasionally, I will get a water, but those are 50 cents for a 16-ounce bottle of water. I'm not ready to go back to work. I know I've had 4 days off, but I'm not ready. Yes, because it's almost the end of May, and that means I've got not even another month. I'll work for about three or so more weeks, and then we'll be down out of work. We'll have 2 weeks off. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping I can do a lot of crochet damage during those 2 weeks, but we'll see. I know one of the weeks I'm going to be short two of my youngins, so they're going to go to my mother-in-law's for the week of 4th of July, and then she's going to come down and get my youngest um, for a couple of days and then bring him back. So me and my husband will have a little bit of just us time. Yeah, I guess you'd call ours the refrigerated fresh market too. Hello. Yes, you can hear me, Dee. I finally got it fixed. I've been fighting it for hours, but I finally got it fixed. I'm not gonna give up. Let's see. Honestly, I have no idea. I kept getting. I got. I didn't have any sound, and then when I took and messed some of the with I adjusted some of the settings, and when I got sound, I was getting a lot of really bad feedback. I just kept messing with it. I think it was my let's see, what do they call it? My speaker amplifier was up too high, and that's the reason it was doing the real bad feedback. And then when I turned the microphone all the way down, I think that's the reason nobody could hear me. I think that's what I messed up when I changed settings the other day. See, they don't even give fresh fruits. They give you the option for the cold sandwiches and chips and candies, and I can't eat that. I'm getting nowhere. You can tell I'm missing a lot of my teeth, and candy's no go. Thank you, Dee. I'm not a quitter. I ain't gonna give up. I set my mind to it. I want it to work right and do what it's supposed to. I'll figure it out one way or another. I've got 8 on top and 11 on bottom, and then one on the gum that's got to be cut out. I come by it honest though. My dad had all of his teeth replaced by the age of 28. So I'm 31, so I think I'm doing okay. There's just a lot of foods that I can't eat. Oh, wrong stitch. Supposed to do a double crochet, and I did a half double crochet. Yep. My mom just had her tops done it's probably been about 10 or 12 years ago, and she still hasn't got her bottoms done yet. Yeah, I started getting them pulled back in 2016 because I kept having a lot of really bad problems with my backs with abscess. So I told my dentist, like, oh, we can fix them. We can fix them. I said, no, no, no. That's money. No, you're not fixing them. Pull them. And if you won't, send me to someone who will. 2 surgeries later, I had all these pulled out back here except for that one. That's my last one on this side. Other than the bottom one, which is a wisdom tooth that has to be cut out. Mine were really good. Well, I wouldn't say really good. They did okay until I had my second child. When I was pregnant with my second child, I had a lot of problems, and having my thyroid disorder, I'm vitamin D and calcium deficient, so I don't get the nutrients that I need. Hold on just a second. Ella's alarming at something, and I ain't never heard her make that sound. I'll be right back. No, I know you want to play. No. Sorry about that. That's too funny. I walked to the front window to the front door, and there's a cat sitting on our porch. Ella wants to go out there and play with the kitty. And I had a 22-year-old coworker that bought baby mouth when she was pregnant. Let's see. Yeah, my teeth, whenever, if I'm not careful, I'll chip it. I'll wake up in the morning, my teeth will be chipped worse than they already are. So I've heard cloves help kill the nerves, though, so it doesn't hurt as bad. Well, to me, it was just a normal day. Dealing with the kids and cleaning and cooking, and then the computer problems. Hello, Miss Ella. Oh, hold on, Ella. Ella, quick. I bet since my 4-year-old's not up here, I can get her to sit in my lap so y'all can see her. We'll see. Hold on, girl. Ella, hup, hup. Good girl. This is my puppy girl. This is Miss Ella. Love her to pieces. We got her in April of 2015. So I rescued her from the Coffee County Animal Shelter. So good girl. Good girl. You speak? What is it? You speak? No? I know. You want to go play with the kitty. But that one's not like Aunt KK's kitties, okay? That one would probably eat you alive. Yeah, the baby rot. Yeah, that happened to me a lot. I had the one that's over here. They were going to do a root canal, and I was like, no, just fill it for now, because I was 8 months pregnant, and they had when I was pregnant, they had a clinic for women that didn't have any dental insurance at their jobs. That if you paid with them what you could afford. And I think each of my visits was $5, and they would do the X-rays and everything, and it was government approved to do the dental work. But now I'm just ready for it to be pulled. So. Yeah, I've tried to stay home pretty much all weekend, but I've had to go. I went grocery shopping today. I've been to the grocery store nearly every day just because I haven't been responsible and made my grocery list, made my menu, and went shopping that way. Today I did that today. That took me and my daughter 2 hours to get the groceries. So, but I'm done for the week. Hopefully. Good girl, Ella. Come here. Come on, up. I wish I could get my camera to go down just a little bit further. I'd show y'all. She's sitting up here and she's wagging her tail. Blah. You say hello? Good girl. There's my puppy girl. Good girl, Ella. She doesn't bark hardly, so her going off when she was at the door, that's really a cue to me that, hey, something's going on. Because she'll bark when we play with her, but other than that, she doesn't really bark much. She doesn't bark, doesn't growl, doesn't really whine. So. Okay, good night, Dee. Happy yarning, Dee. Good girl, Ella. All right, come on, off. Good girl. I know. I know what you want. No, I'm not getting it. Oh goodness! Wow, it's 2:13. Here in Middle Tennessee, it's 2:13. So, hello. Yeah, I'm still alive. I like to brush. It's like when I go grocery shopping, it's like okay, because I hate it, and it's like I feel like when I go to Kroger, sometimes there's too many people there. Surprisingly, today wasn't as bad as some days. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be for being Memorial Day. I figured people were getting all their food for cookouts and everything. I guess they all did it in advance because I didn't really have any trouble getting what I needed to get and getting out of the store. I can stand a little bit of peopling, but most of the time I just want to sit at home and crochet. That'd make my day. Either if I'm not crocheting, I want to be fishing. All right. Okay. There's my hook. Uh oh. I done got it twisted again. What in the world did I do? I made another mistake. Thought I finished my loops and I didn't. Oops. It happens. It's life. It's 1, 2. Yeah, I'll try and crochet some and watch YouTube and try and eat my dinner, or if I don't do that, I'll eat my dinner and watch YouTube. And a lot of times, if I put on YouTube, I forget about my food. I forget about my crochet that I'm holding in my hands, and I zone into the TV, I guess, or the computer screen. So my husband can be over here. He'll be talking to me, and I'm just not hearing him at all. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seven, eight, 9. Hello. It's going okay. I never did crochet in church, but then again, I haven't been in several years. Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess that does it for you, but for me, because I don't go to church because usually I work during church hours. Um, I like to listen to music and crochet. I listen to a lot of country and Christian music. I don't know. I'm the stuff that some of the Christian music that I have. I, don't, I guess it's Christian rock. I guess is what it would be considered, but I can't. I couldn't tell you the exact. Uh, oh, I can't think of the word. Genre, I guess. I'm not sure. I do like some classical music. I don't know either one of them. My mom would, but yes, I did like Toby Mac. I think I've still got some of my mom's CDs on my old computer that have Toby Mac on them. I can't remember. I think my mom said Flyleaf was Christian, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. I've heard of the Newsboys and Lauren Daigle. I don't know. I've not heard of Mandisa. Rats. Hold on. Hold on. I think I messed up. The stores I usually go into, Kroger's has their own channel that they like to play, and um, it's a lot of the older 80s and 90s music. Some of it's, I've heard some 70s music. Not a lot, though. 6, 7, 50s and 60s. It depends on the artist for me. I don't like the headbanger music. I did there when I was about 16, 17 years old, but it right now it's I love listening to country music mostly. Thank you, Tony. You have a good evening. I'll talk to you later. Happy yarning. Good night. All right. Well, I've been streaming for about an hour and 10 minutes, and I'm sorry that I had all the technical difficulty, guys. Hopefully, I don't know. I can't promise that I'll be able to do this tomorrow or the next day or the day after that because I do work second shift. So I don't know when I'll be on live again, but I hope to see y'all next time. So happy yarning, guys.